Hi, boys and girls. Thank you for checking in for your learning this week. We are going to start talking about our ending blends this week. Now, up until now, we've been learning about all the different blends that come at the beginning of a word, like dwa, bruh, cl, spla, tra, all these different sounds at the beginning. But now, my friends, I want to teach you some sounds that come only at the end of a word. And some of these sounds are tricky to think of words that go with them because the trickier and trickier the sounds are, the trickier that the words become. So these sounds, these ending blends, I think they get kind of tricky, but I know that we can learn them together. Alrighty? So behind me, you'll see the sounds and we'll practice those again at the end. But right now, I just want to show you what some of our ending blends might look like. Now, these are ending T blends, meaning that they all have a T at the end, okay? And two letters that go together with that T. All right, so we have FT says ft. Can you try FT says ft? Your turn. Ft. Good. Now, some of the words that I've thought of for ft are right behind me here. Ft, left, draft, draft, ift, lift. Left, draft, lift. Ft. Let's do our next sound. NT says nt. Nt. Can you try it? Nt. Nt. Good. Now, nt is at the end of a word, like the word ant, can't, want, nt, nt, nt. And I love these ending T blends because you'll notice, boys and girls, the more that we put together, sometimes they kind of sound like a song. So listen for that. Now we have LT. Will you practice LT says ult? Your turn. LT says ult. Like in the word felt, ult at the end. Or when snow gets really warm, it will melt, ult, melt. Built, I built a tower, ult, ult, ult. Okay, let's try another. ST says st, your turn. ST says st. Now let's think of some words because remember, this is also a beginning blend, isn't it? Like star, stay, stuff. But right now we're thinking at the end of a word. So if I have st at the end of a word, I'll give you some examples. All right, we have ast, fast, asked, cast, ast, last. All of those words end with our st sound. Then we have CT at the end of a word says kt. Your turn. CT says kt. All right. Like in the word act or correct. Correct. Kt at the end. All right. I know these are tricky. Hang on there with me. We have two more to learn, okay? Now we have XT. Now help me put them together. XT says kst, kst. And again, we just say each sound, but then we put them together. Kst. All right, will you try it with me? Kst. Like in the word next, next. Ext, text. Those are both real words that end with the sound kst. We also have pt, pt, pt. PT says pt at the end of a word, like in the word kept. I kept my lunch in the fridge, kept. Or the word leapt, I leapt over the river. Or the word crept, I crept slowly so no one could hear me. So now, my friends, this is when it gets kind of silly. Let's say all the sounds together, just one at a time, and listen to how it kind of sounds like a beatbox if you've ever heard someone do any beatboxing before. Ready? Ft, nt, olt, st, kt, kst, pt. Awesome. So now, my friends, I'm going to have some practice with you writing these sounds. So what you'll need is just your finger in the carpet to trace it, or a marker and a whiteboard, or a pencil and paper. Something for you to practice writing these sounds. Alrighty? I will try. The first sound I'm thinking of is ft. And remember, if you're not quite ready, you can pause and get the things that you need, okay? The sound is ft. Ready? We say FT spells ft. And you say it and spell it with me. Because remember, that helps bring all those connections in your brain. Okay? Ready for the next one? The sound is nt. You say NT spells nt. Nt. Make sure you have lowercase letters and erase when you're ready. The next sound I'm thinking is ending blend olt. Olt. What two letters do you hear? Olt. LT spells olt. Good. Go ahead and erase when you're ready. And the next sound I'm thinking of is st. St. ST spells st. ST spells st. Good. Go ahead and erase. The next one I'm thinking of is pt. Pt. PT spells pt. Notice how my P goes down into the basement and he's sitting on the line. He's not floating away. Make sure you've got a lowercase p for pt. PT. Next sound is kst. Kst. XT spells kst. Kst. Good job. All right, next we'll do our last one I'm thinking of is kt. Kt. Good. CT says kt. Good. Now, boys and girls, remember we do not have a KT blend. So it's only this sound. Kt. CT. Good work. So the last thing that we'll do together, my friends, is we'll just practice blending some words that have those ending blends at the end. And if you have a real word that you know, I would like for you to give me a thumbs up. All right? If you're not sure, we'll give it a thumbs down. All right. Ready? Even if you can read that whole word, we're going to practice blending it together. Are you ready? We have waft, waft. And this is a real word. When a smell can kind of waft across the room, it starts over there and then we can smell it over here. It means that it wafted over. Waft. Let's change some sounds. Ready? Sh, nt, shunt, shunt. And I think this is a real word too, that is a medical word. I might be wrong, but I think that's true. Ready? Ult, salt. Quest, quest. Quest is another word for journey. Going on a quest. Going on a journey. Chest. This part of our body, or a treasure chest. Good work. Ready? Yicked. Yicked. Oh, I need some more vowels. Okay. L-a-xt, luxt. Kind of silly. Z-a-pt, zupt. All right, that's our last blend, my friends. Thank you for checking in again, and I hope that I get to hear some of the beat boxes that you come up with on our Flipgrid using some of these ending sounds. All right, check it out in our lesson plans this week. I hope you have a great rest of your day, my friends. Goodbye.